Have you ever watched a volleyball game and wondered why the players are diving, spiking, blocking, and celebrating so intensely? From the outside, it could seem kind of chaotic, but there's actually a lot of strategy, teamwork, and skill behind every move. Today, I'm going to give you a quick guide to understand how volleyball is so that you can understand it when you watch it next time. You'll see them from the player's perspective, such as me, and maybe even want to try it yourself. I remember the first time I played volleyball. I thought I just needed to hit the ball over the net, but it evolved way more from when I was in the beginning. By the end, I realized there's a rhythm, there's teamwork, it's exciting, it's challenging, and it's not all about just spiking the ball. Volleyball is played with two teams of 6 players on each side of the court, so with a total of 12. The goal is to score points. Usually it's up to 25 normally, but I've been to certain places where it's 21, 15, really just depends how the flow is. Each team has 3 hits per side, which is usually going to be your dig, your set, and your spike, give or take. And now I'm going to be talking about the rules of volleyball. There are kind of 5 main rules. One is the setter. They set the ball to the hitter. There is the hitter, which is usually someone who just basically just hits. But they have to be pretty well-rounded. They usually have to be able to dig too. There's the middle blocker, which all they do is they just block. All they do is just block. That's their whole job, is just to block. They have libero, which is considered a back row position where all you do is dig. You don't hit, you don't do nothing except dig. And then finally, there's like specific specialist positions, such as serving specialist or defense specialist, but that's very like high level. How it works is you're going to be having 6 people on the court, obviously, and they all have to rotate on the court so that it goes in each position. And it's rally serving, so rally scoring I meant, and basically if you get the ball on their side of the court, you get the point, and it doesn't have to be your serve. It's really about strategy and teamwork, with it being more about everybody having a role and everybody playing that certain role. You don't necessarily have to play it to a T. Of course, when you're in the beginners, you can just have fun. Just go and have fun. But if you want to get more into it, it's a lot about staying focused, reading the opponent, making split decisions, and such. So a little story time I have is the first time I ever went to volleyball, I was horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. Probably the worst person you've ever seen. My friend invited me out, and I was like, okay, let me try it. Yeah, I was horrible. But the very funny thing is, I got hooked ever since. Ever since I played that first time, where I was horrible, had no idea what I was doing, I tried it again, and I'm like, wow, this is actually super, super fun. But yeah, that's really what volleyball is about. It's really about teamwork, having fun. You can throw in some competitiveness there, but at the end of the day, what I want you to take away is volleyball might look very like fast-paced, may look very scary with all these rules, positions, strategies, all this other stuff. But if you want to be able to try it, please do, or even if you just want to be able to watch it. This information is very useful, and I would recommend looking up the certain rules so that you can understand it more as a watching perspective when you're watching the actual game. Thank you. This is my presentation. My references will be down below.